Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly vlog. So a very exciting start to this vlog. We are about to go pumpkin picking. We're going to a place called Pumpkins R Us, which is in Stoneleigh, and Nick and I actually went pumpkin picking here last year and it was so good. We loved it so much we've decided to come again this year. But this time we are also bringing Nick's mom and his sister's newborn baby as well, so it's going to be like a cute bit of like a family outing. And I have quite a nerdy outfit on today, but I literally love it. I'm wearing this Stranger Things sweatshirt and it says have a Hawkins Halloween, and I literally love it. I got it from an Instagram company called Wild Shadows with an E at the end of Wild, and they have some of the cutest stuff ever. Like, I'm a sucker for like sweatshirts anyway, but they have like loads of cool like graphic tees, and it's all like, it's based on like TV shows and films and like sort of pop culture. And honestly, I came across them and I was like, I literally need this, and this was like $33 I think, or euros, I can't remember. And it's insanely cold today, so I've literally just put them on with some blue jeans. Like, I just love the purple detailing and it's so cozy. It's literally freezing cold today. Yeah, let's go. Friends, back now. It was a very nice wholesome Sunday afternoon type activity. It's Sunday at the moment. We picked a few different pumpkins, we got one each, and I originally picked up like a huge white pumpkin, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to pick up an orange pumpkin. I want something different. I did orange last year, and also I think really, if you can, you should try and pick up the pumpkins that are like a little bit uglier, because they never seem to get picked as much, do they? And it's a shame. And for 4 pumpkins, they were quite decently sized as well, to be fair. It was only like 25 quid, I think Nick paid. I'm now absolutely starving because all I've had today is a Weetabix and a coffee somehow. So I just had like a vegan Galaxy bar, and now I'm making myself a bean toasty because we have a Breville machine. We do not use it nearly as much as we should, but it's just because it's a nightmare to clean. Honestly, Breville machines are so difficult to clean just because like you can't actually really get them wet. The one thing I will say is that the layout of Pumpkins R Us was a little bit different this year to how it was last year, and I actually preferred the layout last year because it was all indoors. They really made a good use of the space. Like, it was a really good system that they had there, and there was like way fewer people when we went last year. But to be fair, last year we did go on a Monday, and obviously everyone's going to be going on a Saturday and Sunday. So if you are going pumpkin picking, try and go in the week because there are fewer people. And if you want to get cool photos, I managed to get a few nice photos, not as many as last year, but you know, it is what it is. Then I would recommend going in the week because obviously everyone's going on the weekend. Hey homies, so tonight I am finally going to see Don't Worry Darling. People do not understand how long I have been waiting to see this film. So I've literally been trying to go to the cinema to see it now for, I'm going to say like about a month. I was going to be going with Nick, but actually Nick's not feeling too good today. He thinks he may be coming down with something. So fingers crossed it isn't, but I'm going with my mom instead. Showing is at 8:10. It's currently about 7:20. I am wearing the most snug, comfy outfit at the moment. Like, I've always wanted to go to the cinema in my pyjamas, right, but I feel like I basically do because I don't really wear pyjamas anymore. Well, I kind of do, but like the actual pyjamas that I wear are pretty much like shorts, so I can't really go to the cinema in shorts because it's bloody freezing outside. So I'm wearing my very snug and cozy sweatshirt, and I'm also wearing grey joggers as well, and I fully look like an absolute slob. Yeah, I've been wanting to see this film now for literally so long. Florence Pugh, love her. She's just chef's kiss. And to be honest, all the drama surrounding the film has kind of like been what's made me partly interested in watching it. Like, I'm interested in the plotline as well. Like, it looks very Stepford Wives, but all the beef between Olivia Wilde, Harry Styles, Florence Pugh. I just kind of want to see if I can see any of that on the screen as well. I did have some snacks as well to take into the film with me. But of course, I've already eaten snacks before we've even left the house. I also recently watched Hocus Pocus 2, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I wasn't actually as into it as I thought I would be. I really love Hocus Pocus, like the original movie. And this film was good, like, I'm not trying to criticise it. It was enjoyable, however, I was underwhelmed. I think maybe I had high expectations, but I think really it's good enough to just be left as the Hocus Pocus original and not have a follow-up film. I wasn't overwhelmed or underwhelmed, I was sort of just whelmed. Like, I just didn't feel any particular way about it. It was okay, I wasn't mad on it. Would I watch it again? Probably, but I just wouldn't rush to watch it again. Do you know what I mean? So let's ignore the fact that I'm wearing this Halloween shirt again, but it is literally the best time of year to be wearing it. But me, Keza, my uncle and Nick, we're going to go watch Halloween at the cinema. We're literally about to leave. I think this one's called Halloween Ends. I think the last one was Halloween Kills, but I might have got that mixed up. We've just come back from watching Halloween Ends, and personally, I was a little bit disappointed. I had high expectations for this one because it's the last one in the series. Like, they say there's not going to be another Halloween film after this one. So I was like, okay, this one's going to be, it's going to end with a bang. And, like, the plot just wasn't, like, there's going to be some spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear about it, just skip ahead. But basically, so the whole thing there was this dude, Corey, meets Mike Myers, and instead of being killed by him, Mike Myers lets him go. He sort of senses this sort of, like, evil, I think, in this Corey guy, and he's like, he lets him go, which, like, Mike Myers doesn't do. The only time I've ever seen him do that is he just walked past a baby once crying and didn't kill him, which even that was, like, unusual. So he lets him go, and then this Corey dude, like, turns out he's evil, he's been through his own shit, and he starts going on a killing rampage, bringing people to Mike Myers for Mike Myers to kill, to get stronger, and, like, they basically end up working as this weird duo, but, like, also not, and it was just kind of like a weak plotline. Like, I wasn't really feeling it. I think it could have been done well, that particular plot, like having this guy working with Mike Myers, but I don't think something about it was executed properly. Maybe it was because it was rushed, because Corey was only obviously introduced in this film, very, very quick backstory, not much character development, and it was just rushed, so we didn't really get to see the progression of, like, we saw, like, that he'd been through some stuff, like, he was bullied, he accidentally killed someone when he was younger, and then that made the town hate him, and he, like, built up this evil or anger or rage or whatever, but, like, the progression of his character wasn't much, so I feel like if there was more, I would have believed it more, and then I could have got more on board with the, like, those two pairing up and becoming, like, killers together. Like, I just thought it was a bit naff, and, like, the ending, the final scene as well, where, like, Laurie, the main woman in it, was, like, having this, like, fight scene with Mike Myers. Again, that was disappointing. Didn't last very long. Wasn't very, like, oh, Willie won't hear who's gonna win. Do you know what I mean? It was very, like, it was just all quite rushed, and it was just, like, the building of context to start was very, like, there was a lot of detail. We were all, like, for the first half an hour I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be really good, like, I'm really interested, and then, like, the way it played out, it was just like, what was that? Like, it was alright, like, I'm not trying to, like, crap all over the film, but my mom really liked it. But Nick and my Uncle Mark, they were sort of on the same opinion as me. It was just a bit like, eh.
Thought it was absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely. Who describes a Halloween film as fabulous?
It was really good. I think the plot was fabulous. I thought it played out really well, and you could feel this guy Corey, what he'd been through. And I completely disagree. I think the character build-up was there, and you were with this guy and you felt what he'd been through, and I was actually rooting for him in the beginning.
So, low-key, Mum is now rooting for the serial killer. Because this tells you whose opinion you should be listening to here. Let me tell you that.
You could feel what he'd been through. So the first few people he killed, you could totally understand.
To be fair,
it.
This guy, when he killed these people, they were, like, his bullies. They weren't great people. I was kind of like, you know what, mate, he's just getting revenge. Yeah. We don't condone killing, but in the film universe, we do. I
think Michael Myers saw in this guy what he'd been through, and I think Michael Myers is getting old now, and perhaps he sensed in this guy a kind of like a successor.
Okay, yes, I agree with this.
Someone he could mentor to carry on his legacy.
No, I do agree with this, but also That's something that I don't like though, because Mike Myers is supposed to be this like non-emotional monster, not even human-like person. Now he's like implementing logic into his life and trying to have a successor.
He's also a highly intelligent and patient man.
I wouldn't say he's patient. There's logic in killing shitloads of people with no pattern.
Oh, he's definitely mental, but I also think there's an intelligence there.
No, I'm sure he's a bright dude. Like, we're not rooting for Michael
Oh,
here.
definitely
She
not.
might be.
I'm not. No. And I was so glad at the end when he's actually dead.
Yeah, I did say there were spoilers, by the way, so...
And he's definitely dead.
I mean,
if he comes back from this, there's no way.
I thought he was definitely dead in that house fire in 2 movies ago, so do you know what I mean?
And Jamie Lee Curtis kicked ass. She was amazing.
Jamie Lee Curtis is a bad bitch. Yeah. I would have even preferred it if it looked as though at the end of the film Corey was still alive.
That would have been better.
Because she did like foreshadow it in her writing. She was like, evil never dies, it just changes shape or form. And I was like, well, that's literally Corey, so surely he's got to be alive somewhere. But then we weren't shown Corey, so I don't know. Apparently there's no other films of Halloween, so I don't know.
I thought it was really good.
Oh, what did you think of Don't Worry Darling? Because
it was a really good deep film as well.
9.5 out of 10. I thought it was excellent.
Definitely, it makes you think. Even a week later, 2 weeks later, we're still discussing it. Yeah, definitely. That was. I agree with you on that one. About 9.5 out of 10.
Okay.
But definitely see Halloween. I really enjoyed it.
It's the day. It's finally the day. So we are going to Bongo's Bingo in Birmingham, and we're going to be celebrating Emma's birthday. And I'm so excited. I'm like so ill at the moment though. I genuinely just had to take a COVID test because everything hurts. Like, I'm not doing well. I'm just going to load up on paracetamol and plow through the day because there's no way I am missing my girl's birthday. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm going to try and vlog at Bongo's Bingo. Look, honestly, I don't know how this is going to go because the minute I get drunk, I just completely forget to vlog. So we're going to do our best. So I'm wearing, my hair is crazy because I washed it yesterday, and the day after it gets washed, it's literally like a ball of fluff. It's insane. But I'm wearing this top from Shein. It's actually their lingerie, but I've just put like a little strapless bra underneath it, and the detailing is so cute. It's like this little lilac corset and I love it. And I'm just wearing some black jeans, to be honest, because I want to be comfy. Like, we're going to be like getting up and down on the tables. Bongo's Bingo is like, it's kind of movie, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't really just sit there and drink, you're fully like up down. So I want to be comfy, and I'll probably just wear like a bomber jacket as well, like over it, and just some docs. Like, I'm not wearing heels today because my body aches. Nick was supposed to be coming to this as well, but he's not feeling too great, so he is not going to be coming, which is really sad. And Stacey and her boyfriend were also supposed to be coming, so we are reduced in numbers quite dramatically. Like, the gang has reduced a lot, which is sad, but we should still have a fun time. So yeah, let's go.
We went on a ride that actually scares me.
Bongo's Bingo was so much fun. It was like such a laugh, honestly. Like, I bloody love Bongo's Bingo. They played so many bangers. Like, the music choice at Bongo's Bingo is always so good. Like, it was literally like spot on. Didn't win anything, but there were some like insane prizes up for grabs. Like, someone won like £1,000, someone won a double-ended dildo, which is quite interesting. There was a Peaky Blinders cardboard cutout. There was a space hopper thing, like a bouncy ball that you like bounce on. There was a Henry the Hoover, obviously. I think they do that every single time. There was like different amounts of money. You could be like £50, £100. There was a couple of dance-offs as well. And we met up with some more friends afterwards. I don't really think I filmed anything there, but we went to just like had the spoons. We got some food because we hadn't eaten all day. Met up with 2 friends who, to be honest, I don't really speak to that much, and it's a shame because I actually really like them as people. So I literally should do that. Also, I am going to take this opportunity to fill you guys in on Don't Worry Darling, because I was looking through my clips and I realised I didn't actually let you all know what I actually thought about Don't Worry Darling, and I've got to talk about it because I think I'm losing my voice, so I might not be able to talk about it tomorrow. It was insane. Don't really know how to describe the film. It's just something that you need to watch. Florence Pugh is literally a queen. Like, I love her. Harry Styles was actually pretty good. Like, a lot of people said about his accent being like really awful, but actually when you understand what the film is doing, it's perfect, because he is a British actor playing an American actor who wants to be British. So basically he needs to have a bad British and bad American accent, because it needs to be a weird mesh of the two for this plot to make sense. There are still some things in the film that like don't quite add up, and there are a couple of plot holes which are quite like infuriating, and the ending to the film actually deviates from the original screenplay. I think the original screenplay sounds better. It runs for about 2 hours and I was like interested like throughout the entire thing. Like, it didn't feel like 2 hours. The plot twist was like a bit different to what I thought, which was really nice. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was really clever. Defo like took lots of influence from Stepford Wives, like you can see that. Really as well, when it boils down to it, a film about like patriarchy and misogyny and like frankly evil acts towards women. I like finished watching it and thought about what exactly really happened. It actually made me so angry, because the villain is not who you think it is at first. Like, it is, but also the villain is a host of people. Anyways, I am gonna go finish eating off my pop chips.
Like